I plan to attend Bluegrass Community Tech College in Lexington. I want to thank my coaches for giving me this opportunity to play on this team. One message I want to say to all my teammates: don't ever stop working hard and have fun with the time we have left. My name is James Burley, and I play.
Next up, with number 41, Kane Torres.
My name is Kane Torres. I play D1. This is my second year on Western Hills football team, and I am joined on the field tonight by my mom, Macy Pence, and my aunt, Lori Foley. I haven't decided what I want to do after high school, but my best memory is just being able to put on pads and go out Friday night and hit.
I see you, Sterling. Let's run it back.
My name is Kane Torres. I play D1. This is my second year on Western Hills football team.
Next up, number 52, Josh Scott.
My name is Josh Scott, and I play right guard, inside linebacker, and long snapper. This is my 4th year on the Western Hills football team. I am joined on the field tonight by my parents, Matt and Lisa Scott, and my sister, Malia. After high school, I plan to attend college at United States Service Academy. I would like to thank the coaching staff for revising this program and starting an Unbreakable Brotherhood. Even though I'm on the way out, I know the program is on the rise. I'm excited to see who will step up and continue our prayer tradition. Remember to glorify God, whether you're on the mountain or in the valley.
Josh Scott. Next up, number 59, Noah Scherzinger.
My name is Noah Scherzinger. I play outside linebacker and left guard. This is my first year playing for Western Hills football team. I'm joined on the field tonight by Sheree Hopkins and Greg Hopkins. After high school, I plan to go to college for physical therapy. I want to thank my parents and coaches for always pushing me to my best. I also want to thank my teammates for helping me love this sport again. I've enjoyed every moment on this team.
Noah Scherzinger. Let's go. Kane. Number 41, Kane Torres.
My name is Kane Torres. I play D1. This is my second year on Western Hills football team, and I am joined on the field tonight by my mom, Macy Pence, and my aunt, Lori Foley. I haven't decided what I want to do after high school, but my best memory is just being able to put on pads and go out Friday night and hit.
And Kane Torres. Sorry about all the technical difficulties on that one. All right, next up, we're going to give a shout out to some of our dance teamers and cheerleaders. First up, we have dance team. We have Lindsay Werner and McKinley Sharp. Lindsay has been on the dance team for 4 years. Her parents are Dawn and Lenore Werner. Some advice you get to future dance team members is to live in the present and enjoy every moment of high school. As a senior, she can tell you, time truly does fly by. She feels like just yesterday, she was watching the class of 2021 dancers walk across the field for the last time. So definitely cherish every memory you make these 4 years, especially your time on the dance team. Next we have McKinley Sharp. She's been part of the Western Hills dance team for 4 years. Her parents are Brian and Tammy Sharp. Her advice to future dancers would be to always give your best effort on and off the dance floor. Always respect your fellow teammates and of course your coach. You have no idea what sacrifices are made or what someone may be going through. And finally, to always remember, one and done is never for real. Ladies and gentlemen, our dance teamers, Lindsay Warner and McKinley Sharp. Next up, we have our 2 cheerleaders. We have Brianna Talley and Elena Aldridge. Come on out, ladies. Elena has been on the dance team for 2 years. Her parents are Allison Aldridge and Bradley Aldridge. Her advice to future cheerleaders is to always have a positive mindset and take in every moment. High school goes by in a second. And finally, we have Brianna Talley. She's been a cheerleader for 2 years. Her mother is Debbie Talley. Her advice, listen to your teammates and always work together. That's the only way you will succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, our cheerleaders, give a round of applause. If anybody else needs to grab some quick photos, feel free to roll them out there for a quick one. And I'm going to turn it back over to the voice of the Wolverines because this is not my day job. All right, fans, one more time for our senior class. Give it up! Make some noise! Adam, I think you did pretty good.
At this time, let somebody please stand and remove your hats for the performance of our national anthem. Now let's remain standing and celebrate our great bluegrass state with this exciting new arrangement of my old Kentucky home. Here is Kentucky Fanfare. Release control.
It's senior night at Western Hills as the Wolverines try to defeat the Pride from downtown, the Frankfort High Panthers. That's up next on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Welcome, folks, to Western Hills High School. I'm Clint Goins, along with Chris Cole, and tonight the technically 2-7 Wolverines take on the 3-6 Frankfort High Panthers. As you may recall, Western Hills won their first 4 games this season, but they self-reported an inactive player and technically forfeited the first 2. That's why their record is 2-7, but really they're 4-5. And if they win tonight, Chris, it'll be the first time they've had a non-losing season since when?
2018.
2018.
So I talked to Coach Vanderpool briefly before the game tonight, and this is all about pride, and this is about building for next year. And this is another block of that foundation that he is trying to build this year. For his first year here, the cupboard was really bare when he got here. He done a really good job with the non-district schedule to build some interest, get that winning taste back in the mouths of the Wolverine players. They came out, they took care of business in a tough, and then they ran into a really tough district.
Yes, arguably the toughest 4A district in the state, I would say. As we look at Stephen Davis, the head coach of Frankfort High, also in his first year.
And he's done a good job too. He's got another tough test down there. His cupboard was a little bare too coming into this year. Didn't have a whole lot of returning players for the Panthers. Had a tough schedule. A lot of Louisville schools on the schedule.
But they finished second in their district. They won 2 out of the 3 games that mattered.
Yeah, and that's what all that really matters. That non-district, all that's going to do is build your RPI, and possibly if you get deep enough in the playoffs, that's where it's going to pay dividends. But the real season is in the month of October. We know that. We've talked about it. Is your district games, whether it's 3, 4, 5, whatever, how many district games you got. Frankfort's going to go on and host a playoff game next week, and Western Hills is playing for pride tonight as they're going to miss out on the playoffs this year.
Yeah, this is their playoff game right here.
And we've seen a couple of really good games of late between these two teams. 2 years ago in the monsoon here on senior night, it was back and forth all night. Western Hills pulled that one out, and then Frankfort High won last year down at Bell Point. So
the captains for the Wolverines tonight are their only 4 seniors. You said the cupboard was kind of bare, and that's true. Those 4 guys are the 4 seniors. Number 41 is Kane Torres. He often wears number 72, but tonight he's wearing 41. 22 is James Rohde. 59 was Noah Scherzinger, and of course 52 is Josh Scott, the only 4-year player on the squad here for Western Hills. Raymond Lightfoot is going to be the white hat official tonight, and I think Frankfort High won the coin toss, and they are going to
defer to the second half.
Defer to the second half. So they will be kicking off to Western Hills here in a couple of minutes. We're going to step aside ever so briefly and come back with the kickoff when we return here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Welcome back. The Wolverines coming onto the field here at Western Howells High School. I had to get that in. That's my Halloween joke of the night, Chris. Western Howells. Get it? Yeah, okay, whatever.
You got to get your pun in at least once a week.
Yeah, that's my dad joke of the night.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
I have to admit I stole it from somebody else. Maybe Josh Scott's dad may have told me that. As you can see, we've got a lot of bandmates and the dance team are all dressed up for the Halloween season tonight. So a little bit later on, we're going to show you some of the pregame festivities, some of the senior night activities and other things.
And then at halftime, the senior band members will be recognized as well. So,
all right, that'll be perhaps part of our classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show. Will Coblin wears 21. He will be kicking off for the Panthers. Speaking of seniors, he is both the place kicker and the punter for Frankfort High. Great night for football. Temperature's just about perfect. Coblin's kick taken at the 5. That was Cameron Flynn on the carry.
Decent return out to the 22, 23-yard line.
We're
And it looked like he was trying to get to the edge.
I think
here.
He slipped here.
Yep.
Just a little bit. So should have been out to the 23. Yeah, they put it at the 23. Okay. Now we have a new quarterback tonight for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Cam Higgins running the offense
Gives it
for the Wolverines.
Samuels, Jaden Samuels on the carry. Only picks up a yard, however. Brought down by Pride of Panthers. But I think that was mainly Jonathan Smith on the tackle.
He's back in the lineup. He was out the last time we had the Panthers.
Nice hole there. That was Higgins on the carry. I'm not sure who played quarterback that.
Samuels, they flip-flopped.
Samuels. So Western Hills, they've got a versatile backfield. Gets it near the 30.
Bring up a manageable 3rd and 3 here.
Just like Higgins, but it could be a direct snap to Samuels. We'll just see. They give it to number 11, which is Garrison Graves, also a quarterback. And I think he's going to get the first down.
It's going to be close. I think they gave it to him.
You don't see him bring out the change much anymore. You notice that? Higgins back in there. We got one man wide to the far side.
False start. I think Samuels moved just a little quick in the backfield.
Being October, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the referees' flags are pink, not yellow, you may have noticed. And Mr. Lightfoot, the head referee, has a pink whistle, in fact. And we've got a timeout for the Wolverines. We'll take it as well as Coach Simon Vanderpool calls his team over. We'll come back here in about 40 seconds on the Game of the Week.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Welcome back, folks. That's head coach Stephen Davis of Frankfort High. Chris, both teams, and there's Coach Vanderpool, both teams have a player out tonight. For Western Hills, it's Zach Ballard, their leading tackler. And for Frankfort High, it's Kais Walker, also one of their better tacklers. Nice cut up there by Cameron Flynn.
Yeah, just a little jet sweep right there, and able to get around the left edge, got a couple good blocks downfield, and able to get enough for a first down.
Here's another look from our Whitehead Hancock. Instant replay.
Well, I'm sorry, he didn't get enough for the first down because of the false start.
Yes, he's going to be about a couple yards short, I think. About 3 yards short. And off to Samuels. He'll get it. Still on his feet. And finally taken out of bounds. Jonathan Smith there again on the tackle for Frankfort High.
And we've talked about it all year. You try to get Samuels up high, and he's just going to power through that.
Zerion Cleveland on the near side wide out, but they blow the whistle. Another false start here against the Wolverines. They'll push them back another 5 yards. 1st and 15 again.
And I didn't see who moved that time.
I did not either. Pitch it to Flynn. Another good job there by the Western Hills offensive line, creating a hole. And Johnson Smith in there again on the tackle. Did you like that little replay effect there? The little Dinosaur claw coming in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Flynn in motion, and he bobbles it, and he's in trouble. It was 2nd and 6, but it's
3rd and forever now.
It's going to push him back.
And got lucky that there wasn't a hold on there, too.
I agree. It looked Ty Harrod for Frankfort High had his jersey pulled pretty good by someone on the Western Hills O-line. Third and 13 now. Higgins fakes the pitch, keeps it himself. And I think he might be close.
Goes out of bounds right around the 37-yard line. Brings up 4th down for Western Hills.
Going to be about 2 or 3 yards short.
Yep, 4th and 2. Scoreboard says 4th and 3, but it looked more like 2 to me.
It's a long 2.
And Wolverines are going to go for it here. They hand off to Samuels, and he's going to get it right up the gut. Harrod with the tackle for the Panthers, but not enough to keep the Wolverines from getting a first down.
Just a little bit of a smash mouth football there, just straight dive ahead.
Good crowd here tonight at Western Hills. We got both bands here tonight, not just the Wolverine band, but the Panther band also. Give it to Samuels again. He gets down to about the 26.
This time off the right side, takes that little stutter step left, then bounces it out. Bounces off a would-be tackler and gains a good chunk of yards on first down. Now that you open your playbook on 2nd and short.
Wolverines may have gotten away with a hold on that play also. I saw another jersey tug. You give it to Graves. He's around the corner. Can he get to the end zone? Yes. Garrison Graves. He has played quarterback most of this season. But he scores, giving the Wolverines the early lead. Graves will hold. Myers will kick. The PAT is up and good. So the Wolverines lead 7-0 over Frankfort High with 6:07 remaining in the first quarter here on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
Myers set to kick off for the Wolverines. They have the early lead, scoring first with a clock-eating drive. They try an onside kick, and they get it.
Perfectly executed end-over-end kick.
That's fallen on by Cole McDonald. Caught the Frankfort High Panthers a little off guard here. Samuels hits it right as it gets past the 10-yard marker. McDonald falls on it, and the Wolverines are back on offense. Here's a good look at the Panther defensive line. Ben Johnson is your center for the Wolverines. Higgins breaks free of one arm tackle. He's on the run. Could he get in? Looks like he's going to.
So it took him
6 minutes to score the first touchdown.
And about 15 seconds to do the second.
I like these new lighting effects they've got on the light poles here at Western Hills as well.
Higgins just bounces, makes a cut back, and gone to the races.
Higgins there adjusting his knee pad. We have Graves again on the hold. Low snap. The kick is up, and it's good. The Wolverines score quickly on an onside kick picked up by Cole McDonald. And then Cam Higgins runs it in for a touchdown. Western Hills up 14-0 here on the Game of the Week.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 48 years in business. Call, come by, or visit our website for free quotes today.
Welcome back, folks. Western Hills High School, where the Wolverines have already scored twice. The first time on just about a 6-minute drive. The second time on a drive that took about 15 seconds after a successful onside kick. And there it is again. But it's a squibber, and it's fallen on by the Panthers. Harrison Risk falls on it for Frankfort High. And now we'll get a look at the Panther offense. It's Coach Stephen Davis. Xavier Knuckles, the quarterback, hands it off to Jonathan Smith, who has played the quarterback position most of the year. Knuckles has played quarterback some, however.
Yeah, Knuckles came in after Smith got hurt about halfway through the season.
Gives it to Smith again, trying to get around. But Higgins makes the first contact. He's assisted there by his, I think his little brother, Kalen Higgins, number 44.
Yeah, not so little brother.
Yeah. The size difference is significant. It's got to be a nice thing for both of these coaches to have multiple players that can play in multiple positions. When you've got, you know, for the Wolverines, you've got 3 guys that can play quarterback, and Frankfort High about the same. I think they've also had 3 different quarterbacks during the year. They try to go around the end. Tegan Crowdis, the ball carrier, and Kaylin Higgins wraps him up and takes him down.
Got a flag on the play. This is against Hills.
That penalty against Frankfort High.
That goes against the Panthers, and it's a big one.
Not sure what the penalty was there. And I guess you don't have the option to decline that, because it was going to be 4th and about 4.
Spread out. Good job, Bryson. Bryson is there.
He didn't make the tackle, but giving a good chase there was Bryson Williams for Western Hills.
Yeah, he got into the backfield quickly, putting pressure on Knuckles. Knuckles rolled out and tried to get around the edge, but a good job only allowing 2 yards there.
So Frankfort High will punt it away. Gil Washington, I believe, is back to kick. And not a very good one.
It almost was that. Did someone get a fingertip on that?
It was close, but I don't think they touched it. Maybe we can see that on replay. Here's another look at it. Hard to tell from that angle.
I think it may have just came off the side of his foot. And Western Hills starting in great field position.
Oh yeah,
up 2 scores already.
And they are already starting this drive in Panther territory at the 40-yard line. Higgins still in at quarterback. Takes the high snap, takes it himself, and gets down the field, breaks some tackles, and it gets awfully close. I don't think he got in, but awfully close to a touchdown.
Yeah, all the way down. They're going to mark him down just inside the 1.
Yeah, who made that touchdown-saving tackle? Was that?
Was it Knuckles?
I think it may have been. But they had him. They had Higgins clogged up here, right about there, and there also. You got like 4 or 5 Panthers, and unable to wrap him up. So 1st and inches from scoring again. Higgins keeps it himself and goes in easily. Was tackled by Smith, but too little too late, as Western Hills now up 3 scores against Frankfort High.
Just the design 9 QB keeper there. And you got to think, too, that Frankfort was probably thinking Samuels up the middle.
Yeah.
Probably jammed the middle, and Higgins calls his own number, keeps it off tackle. And
Myers back to kick again. It's up and good. Wolverines up big here in the first quarter, 21-0. Didn't see this coming. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 48 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop from and collectively over 100 years of experience. Call, visit us, or request quotes on BillMcCoyInsuranceAgency.com. Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Welcome back, folks. Here at Western Hills High School, where, you know, I thought this would be a close game, and it may yet be, but Western Hills is up 21-0 here in the first quarter against the Frankfort High Panthers, and they just look discombobulated. Even on that play, Aiden Sparks takes the ball, runs into his own man, and goes down at around the 30.
well, you know, the old saying is Western Hills came out and punched them right in the mouth.
They did.
That was a good old-fashioned knuckleball kick.
Jayden Samuels on the tackle for the Wolverines. Knuckles keeps it himself. That was probably a good pull. Had the option of handing it off, but decided at the last second not to, and I think he's going to pick up about 5 yards. Actually, they're going to give him 7 yards on that carry. Panthers' first series was 3 and out, and third down was a 3rd and 20. And on their 4th down punt, they didn't even get it into Western Hills territory, and now we've got a flag on the play, false start against Frankfort High. Coach Stephen A. Davis is looking for something to go right here.
Clint, you were asking me who Frankfort High has next week. They will host Nicholas County.
Nice pass. From Knuckles to Crowdis. And a first down. Probably get one more play in before the end of the first quarter. We may see some more of that, some passing. Hands off this time up the middle. I believe that was to Smith, but he gets very little.
Going to do it for the first quarter.
That will do it. Yes. When we come back, we'll show you some pre-game festivities highlights. That's when we return here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate.
Welcome back, folks. First quarter just ended. Before the game, however, we had senior night. There's a look at the seniors. Torres, number 41 right there. 59 is Scherzinger. 52 is Scott, and 22 James Rohde. We also had a couple of other folks recognized that are seniors, and you can see the dance team all dressed up there for Halloween, and a Halloween performance by the band here with the light show going on as well. That looks pretty cool. Pretty cool on a dark, cloudy night here in the capital city.
A lot going on in town. You got this game, you got the Black Cat Chase going on downtown.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Before the second quarter begins, we're going to have the dance team perform a number. All right. If you're wondering why the dance team performed in between quarters, it's because it's senior night and there's going to be a lot of festivities at halftime. Oh, that ball is tipped and intercepted, I believe. That's the senior, Torres. Kane Torres gets an interception on senior night. Wow. That's something he'll remember for a long time. I don't know who got their big mid in there to knock it down. That was 57 to hit it up in the air, and Torres comes down with it.
Cam Davis.
Wow. What a memory.
He'll be telling his grandkids about
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And the thing is, he'll have it on tape, too. Okay, not tape. We'll have it on a hard drive, perhaps, somewhere. Showing my age.
I like the tape call.
Oh, and the ball's ripped out, but it's fallen on by Western Hills, and they will be able to retain possession. I think that may have been Higgins, but we got a player down here.
That's Cam Davis.
That's the guy who knocked the ball in the air. Samuels has it ripped away. Wolverines able to fall on it.
Watch
So
this, right at the last minute.
Kind of looks like his ankle got injured there. But hopefully he's going to come off and get that treated, and then maybe be back in the game later on. At least we hope so. As I was saying about the dance team, the halftime, because it's senior night, the band won't get to perform their usual stuff, and the dance team won't be able to do their usual stuff, so they're getting it in at other times during the game. Samuels with the carry, gets it inside the 25. Here's another look at it. Good blocking there by Western Hills. Didn't catch that one Panther, but he was triple teamed.
And they're doing a really good job sealing those edges tonight. Western Hills is.
First and 10 from the 23. Higgins hands off to Graves. He gets down to about the 12. And I believe that's another Wolverine first down. Nope, I'm sorry. My eyes got crossed, and it wasn't the 12, it was the 17 that he got down to.
Now he's just past the 12 and enough for a first down.
There you go. That's right. Thank you for picking me up there, Chris. Wolverine offense looking a lot sharper than they did last week. Of course, you know, they played against Franklin County, and Franklin County is tough.
And they're rolling tonight. They're up at GRC and up 14-0 in the first quarter against the Cardinals.
Flyers hoping to end the season undefeated, and we've got a mix-up there in the backfield.
And that's twice Western Hills has got lucky to recover
fumbles. Yeah, Flynn falls on that one.
Flynn was the man in motion. Ball snapped and hits him. And that's timing with a new quarterback.
Yeah. Higgins again breaking free. Don't think he quite got there. Don't think he quite got, almost, but not quite. Now Western Hills, I thought, might have been guilty of a block in the back. But
right at the first point of contact.
Mm-hmm. You saw that too, did you?
I did. And I was watching Mr. Lightfoot.
Well, maybe he just fell down. Not sure there was much of a block. But Higgins gets it down inside the 1 yard line, and once again the Wolverines are first and goal. Higgins under center, and quarterback sneaks it into the end zone. Western Hills scores again. His knee almost went down before he got in there. Watch it right here. It's awfully close, but not quite.
Now we've had 3 in a row low snaps.
Yes, and Graves has done a good job here picking those up.
And you know I'm going to give Josh Scott a hard time about that after.
Now that one, not so much. Oh, we got a pass play in the corner. It's overthrown. That was a good snap, and the pass was intended for big Kalen Higgins. And I think he was open. They just overthrew him. There's the quarterback sneak there. They gave him the 27th point, but the 2-point conversion unsuccessful. We'll step aside and come back with more football on here, the game of the week.
Hello, my name is Greg with the State Tree Service, the name you know and trust.
Over the past 60 years, the State Tree Service has become a name people know and trust in Central Kentucky. From tree removal, pruning, and stump grinding to debris cleanup, we are always available with our 24/7 emergency services. A State Tree Service is licensed and insured, and our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. Give us a call at 502-229-5258 or go online for a free quote.
Welcome back, folks. The Wolverines on a roll. Another squib kick here, taken by Frankfort High. It's number 24, Elijah Goins.
Any relation?
I don't believe so. A lot of Goinses in this town, but most of them don't claim me. So, you know.
We're going to back them up 15 as well.
Can't really blame them. So that's against Hills.
That play is going to be against Western Hills.
But isn't that a chop block? How can you have a chop block when you're about the team block?
Take this moment to thank Coach Christian Church for beating Western Hills
Could have
and the Frankfort Panthers tonight.
been trying to take a blocker out low.
Okay, I guess so.
You know.
Anyway, it's to Frankfort High's advantage, and they have the ball in Western Hills territory. High snap, but Knuckles able to drag it down. Gives it to Smith, but he's going to lose 2 yards on the first down carry.
Josh Smith and Caitlin Higgins.
Elijah Samuels in there on that tackle also for the Wolverines. He's big number 54. Knuckles keeps it himself, and he's going to get the first down and then some. Inside the 20. Goes Xavion Knuckles.
Flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Right at the tackle.
Right at the tackle. Personal foul. Horse collar tackle. Here's another look. There's no instant replay, but he just grabbed him by the back. I wouldn't call that a horse collar. But you know, I don't wear a striped shirt, so my opinion doesn't really matter. Hand off this time to Dakio Washington. He gets a couple, that's about it. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Frankfort High, I'm sure, will like to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. This is their best chance so far tonight. They haven't had the ball in the red zone until just now. Give it to Smith. But he doesn't get much, if anything.
Yeah, Western Hill's doing a really good job sealing that middle up.
Elijah Samuels
far tonight.
Elijah Samuels in there on that tackle again.
The few big plays that Frankfort has had has been off the edge with the quarterback keeper.
Just on the left side. Third and goal from the 7. High snap. Knuckles keeps it. And he's not going to get there this time. He's brought down from behind by Javion Campbell. Torres in there as well on the tackle.
Big fourth down here for both teams. I think it's going to be Knuckles again here.
That's what I would do. You know what has worked. That's going to back him up 5 yards if it's what I think it is. Oh, offsides against Western Hills. I did not see that coming. Here's another look at it. Right there, I guess.
They have an opportunity to get back. I don't.
They throw it. Oh, nice quick pass to Washington from Knuckles. Surprises the Wolverines. Surprised me, quite frankly. I did not think they were going to pass it.
Well, and you got to jam that receiver or that back at the line. You can't let him off that easy.
So the Panthers put 6 on the board, trying to add to it here. And they're going to go for 2, it looks like. Knuckles looking again, and that is out of reach for his intended receiver, Monty Hairston. So with 5:14, we will step aside. Hills on top here on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Traditional Bank. When your business is looking to win, with tough competition around every corner, you need high performers backing you up. Traditional Bank's local team will stand by your side as a trusted partner, your friendly neighbor, and your biggest fan. It's time to make the switch. Traditional Bank, member FDIC.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on Around 10.
around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. Here's a look at the Frankfort High band. A lot of the Frankfort fans out there. I recognize one of them in particular.
Your brother?
Recognize him too, but no, a student actually. And I'm not going to say her name, just not embarrass her. She may not want to claim she knows me.
Higgins on the return to the 28-yard line. We're going to have it first and 10.
Here's another look at it. Higgins takes it. Cam Higgins, that is. Doesn't get much, but gets it out to the 28-yard line. Wolverines have a little over 5 minutes here to put some more points on the board. Frankfort High, of course, wants to hold them. Samuels spinning and spinning and spinning and picks up the first down.
You just cannot tackle him high. And Frankfort just arm tackling and nobody going low. And you're not going to bring that big boy down like that.
And off again to Samuels, and he's going to pick up another 5 or 6 yards on that carry.
Enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another nice hole there. But it's again, that's just about the same play, and you know, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Of course, there's no dust in a turf field, but you know what I mean.
No, and you got a feeling that Hills is setting something up with, they ran the same play basically 3 straight plays.
Now that one not as successful as the previous ones. They only give him 2 on that carry, but we have not seen Higgins pass the ball yet. Gives it to Graves, and Graves, lucky. I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I think he may have got a yard after the fall forward.
Frankfort High not fooled with that pitch, and we've got David Rico, number 76, holding his hand. He's the, I think he's the right tackle. Higgins keeps it himself, big run. Got one man to beat, can he do it? Stays on his feet. Did he step out of bounds? Apparently not. The official says touchdown. Here's another look. Another big hole. Boy, I could run through that one, Chris. And he's just trying to outrun Hairston, and
stayed in. Saw green between the.
Yeah. Another nice run by Cam Higgins. That's his 4th touchdown of the night. Wow. The kick is up and good. Wolverines lead 34-6 on the 4th touchdown by Cam Higgins tonight in the first half. Right here on the Game of the Week. Welcome back, folks. Frankfort High fans trying to keep their spirit up as their team is down 34-6. You want to stay tuned at halftime. We got a lot of stuff going on in the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show. It's senior night here at Western Hills. Another squibber. This time Carter Roth falls on it wisely. If you're one of the upbacks on the kickoff return, that's the best thing you can do. Just field the ball and go down. Don't try to run, because as having been one of those guys in the past, I can tell you that, you know, you're not used to carrying the ball. So the best thing you can do is take a knee. As much as you want to do something else.
Hey, take a chance. Have your 1 minute of glory.
Yeah, but, you know, you fumble that thing and your 1 minute of glory turns into something entirely different. Another high snap. Knuckles keeps it himself. Oh, nice little fake there. He juked Cameron Flynn out of his socks and picks up a first down for Frankfort High. Here's another look. Whoop. And he gets out of bounds, saving the clock. Knuckles just a sophomore, so we'll get to see him for a couple more years here. He's an exciting player to watch.
Well, we got to see 2 young talents tonight, him and Higgins both.
Yeah, and Samuels. Jonathan Smith on the carry.
And now that Knuckles is having success getting to the edge, it's opening up the middle a little bit.
And you know, we're talking about the young talent. Both of these teams are really young. Western Hills with 4 seniors, and I think Frankfort High only has about 4 or 5 seniors as well. So the bulk of their players will be coming back next year. Go to Smith again up the middle. They're going to give him forward progress, but I don't think that's enough for a first down.
It's close.
It is close. He gets to about the 33. He needs the 30. Oh gosh, no, look at it now. Where they put the ball and where the chain is, I'm thinking they should measure that. Coach Davis calls a timeout. And we are under a minute here, and he is quite animated there at first. There's the little juke play by Knuckles we saw earlier. But I'm surprised they don't bring out the chains on this one.
You're just dying to see them come out and measure.
I know. I'm going to see them come out and measure. I don't think we've seen that all year long, have we?
And it slows down the game.
It does slow down the game, but they called a timeout anyway.
Back to the action, third down, Frankfort.
This could be big for Frankfort High to possibly punch one in here before the end of the half, and then get the ball back to start the second half to have an opportunity to cut into that lead.
Yeah, and get the momentum back on their side. There's a first down. It could be a touchdown, and it is. Dakio Washington runs it in for 6 for the Panthers.
Good hard cutback step there.
A little bit of over pursuit by Javion Campbell there. Had he stayed at home, I think he may have tackled him at the line of scrimmage, but he got up the field just a little bit too far. Frankfort High again will go for 2. Nice block by Jonathan Smith there, and good sportsmanship to help Higgins up. Frankfort High successful on a 2-point conversion. We'll step aside. We'll have the last kickoff of the first half when we come back here on the Game of the Week.
Call David Toll's Auto Pro for all your automotive needs.
Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Toll's Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Will Coblin sets the ball on the tee. Set to kick it off. You know, I don't think I would allow the Wolverines an opportunity. That's what I would do. That's a good play. Kick it on the ground and make sure they don't have a return. And they almost got a turnover on a fumble. Good call by Coach Davis to tell his kicker, no return. Keep it on the ground. James Rhodey right between his hands, but he does get back on it. Wolverines have 43 seconds here.
And 2 timeouts.
And 2 timeouts to try to get that touchdown back. On those risky tosses, Cameron Flynn gets it into Panther territory. That stops the clock momentarily, and the Wolverines call timeout. We'll keep it here. And remind you folks to stay tuned for the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show. It's senior night here at Western Hills. It's twice we're Flynn has bobbled the pitch. A lot more successful this time than last time. It really threw the timing of the play off, and he didn't get anything. But this time he wasn't able to convert it into a nice run.
Well, that's timing. We've only had Higgins back here this week at quarterback.
Yeah, he hasn't played the quarterback all year long. Got a man in motion, fakes that handoff, gives it to Samuels. Samuels busting through, dragging people down inside the 30. Clock continues to run. The Wolverines, they've still got a timeout in their pocket, but they're not using it, at least not right now. They spike the ball instead. That will stop the clock. Intentional grounding. Oh, Coach Vanderpool does not agree with that. Let's see if we can see that again. Here it is. The snap was bad to begin with, but then he spikes it. Is that not allowed in high school football?
I've never seen that call ever at any level.
Coach Vanderpool looking for an explanation of it. It seems like he's accepting it. I mean, the snap was bad, but he picked it up and then spikes it.
Is it because he fumbled?
So that's all that I can figure. Called their last timeout, and if that puts them back, you know, intentional grounding is loss of down in what, 10 yards, 5 yards. Either way, you know, they're going to have to score on this play. They won't have time to run two unless it's. Yeah, unless they run it out of bounds. You might can squeeze 2 plays out of this, but we might see Higgins throw it here. And in fact, looks like we will. He throws it up and, oh! Looks like the pass was pretty good, but his intended receiver, Zarion Cleveland, couldn't turn around quick enough to bring it in. Here's a look from the end zone. It was thrown on his outside shoulder, and he was looking for it on his inside shoulder.
Well, Higgins put it where you're supposed to,
yeah,
on the outside shoulder.
Yeah. So where only your guy can catch it. Liable to see another pass play, and Higgins is going to be sacked, and that is going to do it, folks. The first half comes to an end, but Frankfort High back in this game. The But they trail 34-14, but they will get the ball to start the second half. Stay with us. The Classic Gold Master Juniors halftime show coming up next here on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
They're setting up for senior night, but first let's take a look at some of the first half highlights, and there were quite a few. There's the Wolverine team busting them through the paper. Double handoff here. Garrison Graves with the first score of the night for Western Hills, and then after a successful onside kick, Cam Higgins will run it into the end zone. The Western Hills Wolverines were up 14-0 early. And then here, a little bit later on, Higgins again with a carry just shy of the end zone, but then keeps it himself. And they score again. But Frankfort High struggled at first. Here's a nice deflection and an interception by Kane Torres. Higgins again very close to the goal line, but then on a quarterback keeper scores again, but finally Frankfort High gets on the board. The two-point conversion was unsuccessful, and then they scored one more time, and that brings our score 34-14. We're going to step aside and show you some senior night festivities here on the Game of the Week.
He's planning to attend Murray State University and study physical therapy after high school. Mr. Andrew Pregame. Up next, the saxophone player, Noah Blevins. Noah is escorted by his parents, Laura and Jonathan. After school, he plans to join the International Organ at Eastern Kentucky University. Mr. Noah Blevins. Next up is flute player, Cassidy Bowman. Cassidy is flute section leader, is also the scorer by the band council. She is escorted by parents Whitney and Timmy. After school, she plays the run track at Study District for Real College. Ms. Cassidy Bowman. Up next is Emmanuel Petrie. Emmanuel plays percussion and is a visiting student from Whitney. He's escorted by his parents, Madeline and Sean. After school, he plays at the University, Mr. Emmanuel Petrie. Next up is bass player, left player, Madeline Craig. Madeline is escorted by her mother, Danielle, and her father, Philip. After school, she plays at Morehead State University and studies creative writing. Ms. Madeline Craig. Next up is trumpet player, George Fields. George is escorted tonight by his dad, John, his stepmom, Cassandra, and his brother, John Roderick. After school, George plays Facehead College and Lake Green Racing. Mr. George Fields. Next up is percussionist Nathan Gaylor. Nathan is the percussion section leader and is the band president. Tonight he's escorted by his parents Bo and Mary and his sister Kaylee. After school, he plays at the University of New York with a dramatic performance. Mr. Nathan Gaylor. Up next is from player Sam Gomez-Hahn. Mr. Sam Douglas-Tom. Next, we have Kaden Hill. Kaden plays the saxophone and is escorted by his mother and stepfather, Kelly and Russell, and his father and girlfriend, Lamont and Ashley. At the first place is Rich, Mr. Kaden Hill. Up next is trombone player Eric Howard II. He is escorted by his parents Sarah and Eric and his sister Aurora. At the first place is in Georgetown College, Mr. Eric Howard II. Next up is saxophone player Elizabeth Judy. Elizabeth is escorted by her grandparents Nick and Wayne. After high school, she plans to study anthropology and international studies at Center College. Miss Elizabeth Judy. Next we have saxophone player Sebastian Lindley. Sebastian is a visiting student from Germany and is escorted tonight by his best parents, Natalie and Sean. After first place at Taylor University, Mr. Sebastian Lindley. Up next is percussionist Joshua Lennon. Josh is a percussion section and a representative on band council. He is escorted tonight by his parents Tuesday and Eric, and his siblings Antoine, Josiah, and Stephen, and his sister family. After school, he plays a double major in music and agriculture. Mr. Joshua Lennon. Next up is trumpet player and assistant drum major Landon Miller. He's escorted tonight by Jasmina. After school, he also plays a Jim Rich, Mr. Landon Miller. Next is trombone and baritone player Grant Leslie. Grant is a representative on the band council. He is escorted by his officer and his dad Brian. After first place, he's become a professional paraglider in Northern Iowa, Mr. Grant Parsley. Up next is trombone player Timothy Pregame. Singing assistant drum major for marching band and serves on the band council. He is escorted by his father Rhonda and his father Tim. After first place, it's from the University of Kentucky and pursues a degree in civil engineering or computer science engineering. Mr. Timothy Pregame. Next, we have French horn and mouthphone player Sarah Paul. Sarah serves on the band council and is escorted by her parents Mel and Jimmy and grandparents Sally and Craig. After first, Sarah plays to the University of Kentucky and studies psychology. Ms. Sarah Paul. Next is percussionist Stevie Smith. Stevie is escorted tonight by her parents Carrie and Stephen. After first, she plays at Middle University to study equine management. Ms. Stevie Smith. Up next, we have trumpet player Denise Navarro. Denise is a trumpet section leader and is escorted tonight by her mother Christina and her father James. She plays in college after high school and become a physical therapist. Miss Denise Navarro. And yes, the second line leads trumpet player George Jr. George is escorted tonight by his mother Belinda and his father Christopher. After George plays in college and training in cybersecurity. Mr. George Younger. Let's have one more round of applause for Caitlin Garcia. Now we're going to the band family for a final on-field performance of the season. Let's go. Now it's time for a Roaring Regional halftime performance.
Welcome back, everyone. Senior night festivities are over, but the ball game continues. Wolverines up by 20. They were up by 27 there ever so briefly, but Frankfort High got a little bit of the momentum on their side. Another onside kick. And are we going to do it over? Looks like we are going to do it over. I guess
somebody for Western Hills took off a little early.
Apparently so. Apparently so. I was a little bit concerned, though, how nonchalantly Frankfort High approached that ball. Let's see. It may have been Higgins, maybe. I don't know. Did they do it again? We're going to be kicking off from the 30 here if we're not careful. Head ref Raymond Lightfoot talking to his other officials there. They sure are.
Somebody is getting a little anxious.
That's hard. Look at the fucking hole.
Actually, it wasn't. Higgins is not on the kickoff team. It must have been Torres. It must have been 41 and not 40 that I saw. And that takes a funny bounce. But Frankfort High's Xavion Knuckles, the quarterback, falls on the ball. And they will have pretty good field position. And it slipped through the fingers of Carter Roth, but luckily the Panthers were able to keep possession. If I'm not mistaken, have they scored their last two possessions of the second half?
Yes.
Up the middle. Jonathan Smith, and he gets nothing, and Josh Scott with the stop at the line of scrimmage. Gets in there from his linebacker position and clogs the hole. Actually lost a yard on that carry.
Time Hills has had any trouble is when Knuckles gets to the edge tonight. They've really done a good job containing that middle.
Knuckles pulls it out just at the last second. He is finally tracked down at the 20-yard line. I think that may have been Scherzinger that finally brought him down.
I mean, that kid's he's looking for everything. That's his first read.
Pulls that out of Jonathan Smith's arms at the last second.
Higgins.
Kalen Higgins actually pulled him down. Big play, though, for the Panthers, as they are in the red zone yet again.
That's illegal motion. That's illegal motion.
Play a game against Frankfort High there.
Yeah, well, unfortunate because they at least briefly they had an uncovered receiver out on the left side, and the Wolverines were just at the last second able to get somebody over there. Hairston in motion. They give it to Smith. And he gets it back down to the 20, pick up of 5 yards. Scherzinger in on that tackle. Jonathan Scott in there, and Elijah Samuels also in there with the assist for Western Hills. They give it to Washington. He's forced out of bounds, about 5 yards shy of a first down. Third and manageable.
That outside on that left side has really been vulnerable tonight for Hills.
Buckles keeps it himself, gets the first down, and gets into the end zone. Cole McDonald tried to get a hold of him, but too little, too late. And Frankfort High slowly fighting their way back into this game. Knuckles has been a puzzle for the Wolverines all night long.
Well, they're keying on the handoff, and nobody is reading the quarterback at all on the defense.
Panthers going to go for 2 again. And again, they connect up the middle to Washington for the 2-point conversion. We got a 12-point game, folks. With 9:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines still on top, but Panthers closing in. This is the game of the week.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one that helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Good one.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
We want to thank J.O. Osborne and David Tolles Auto Pros, Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, and the State Tree Service, Tim and Rebecca Hubbard, Classic Gold Master Jewelers, Traditional Bank, all of our sponsors for sponsoring these games all football season long. This is the last game of the regular season. We got playoff football next week. You got an update for Franklin County. What was the last score? 34-7? Is that what you were telling me?
34-7 at the half.
Against GRC, as we look at Simon Vanderpool, head coach at Western Hills. We will be at Franklin County next week as they host Doss out of Louisville. Frankfort High will also be in town. They're hosting Nicholas County. Is that correct? So after the touchback, the Wolverines take the ball to 20, and we've got a flag.
I thought that.
Or is it a timeout? What happened? It's a timeout was called, and I believe Frankfort High called it. We'll step aside briefly and come right back here on the Game of the Week.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 48 years in business. Call, come by, or visit our website for free quotes today.
Number 4 is Cam Higgins. Number 5, Jaden Samuels. They're in the backfield here for the Wolverines. Flynn goes in motion, and this time we do have a flag. False start against the Wolverines.
Yeah, the right tackle that time just came out of his stance there.
Uh-oh. Wolverines snapped the ball 3 times. We haven't done anything yet. This is Graves with the carry, trying to get around the end, and he gets a little bit before Xavion Knuckles brings him down. Washington in there on the assist. A lot of running, but only a pickup of about 2 yards.
Gave him 8.
Huh. I guess I got my my yards mixed up again. Yeah.
Remember, it was 1st and 15.
That's probably where I got confused. Samuels.
That time I thought he went a little wide. The hole was right there. He still went forward, but I thought the hole was a little further inside there.
Samuels in motion. Higgins keeps it himself. I believe that's enough for the first down.
What do you think, Clint? I got to think Clint or Coach Vanderpool here is one, wanting to eat clock and as much as he can here in the third, and more importantly, put another touchdown on the board, because Frankfort has showed that they can score.
They can, yes. Their first 2 series were not real good, but after that, they've been quite successful. That pass is caught by Cleveland, but I think he may actually have lost a yard. Oh, lost more than a yard. Low snap. Higgins falls on it. And this is not going well for the Wolverines here. This will bring up 3rd and Waddy.
So they got to get to the 40 for a first down.
Well, we know that Higgins can throw the ball. Hands it off to Samuels instead. Gets a hole. Gets about 8 yards to that back. But that's going to bring up 4th down. A pride of Panthers, as Frankfort High's PA announcer Ken Mitchell would say, in on the tackle. Braden Flynn back to punt. Elijah Thompson is their usual punter. Flynn gets off a good one, but it takes a Panther bounce, and Scherzinger quickly downs the ball. But Frankfort High will start off again, I believe, in Wolverine territory.
And Western Hills has not been able to figure out how to stop Knuckles tonight.
And they've not been able to get their offense going here in the second half. We had a new quarterback in that time. That was Aiden Sparks, I believe. Number 7. Hands off to Hairston. No, it wasn't. It was Knuckles, number 2. But Monty Hairston on the carry. Now Jonathan Smith is going to play quarterback as they put Knuckles in the slot. Throw over to Hairston. He gets the first down.
And they have really ate that left side up tonight.
They have. Almost all of their successful plays have been over there. We've got Knuckles back in at quarterback. Quick pass. I believe Washington was open, passed just a little bit in front of him.
Yeah, that little quick hit slant there.
Had he caught it, that'd been 6. Here's another look at it. Second and 10 from the 29. Harrison with the carry. Elijah Samuels with the tackle. Pickup of 3. I would imagine this might be 4 down territory for Frankfort High. And we've got timeout Western Hills. They're up by 12, but the Panthers are closing. Stay with us. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Yeah, this is Joe. You need a tree removed from your yard? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Don't take a chance on any Joe Schmo. Call Estate Tree Service for all your tree care needs. Since 1957, Estate Tree Service has provided safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding and debris cleanup, we've got you covered. Call the trusted professionals at Estate Tree Service today.
Here's a look at the Frankfort High offensive unit. 3rd and 7 coming up for them. Simon Vanderpool and his defense. They called the timeout. Perhaps saw something they didn't like. We gave a shout out to Ben Scott, the center for Western Hills. We'll give a shout out to Quentin Ragland, number 54, the center for Frankfort High, doing a fine job here tonight. Knuckles with the pass, 1st down. Caught by Camarion Carter. First time we've called his name tonight. He's played a big role in previous games we've done here on the Game of the Week. And we've got a player down. That's Charles Nelson, big number 72, and he is in pain. And as they treat him, we will step aside for a quick break and be back with more action here on the Game of the Week. They are still looking at Mr. Nelson. He's still there on the ground. Let's see if we can see what's going on here. The bottom of the screen, and he just kind of goes down. Just kind of goes down, and they've got more staff coming over to him. You can see he's setting up, but just kind of looked like his knee went out on him. They've taken his pads off, and as you can see,
I don't know if it's his knee or his ankle.
Try to get him up here. And perhaps limp off the field. Charles Nelson, just a junior. And hopefully it's nothing too serious because they're going to need him next week. Got a smile on his face, so that's good to see. Looks like Isaiah Clay, number 65, is going to come in and fill that role for the Panthers. Isaiah is a sophomore. Knuckles under center, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, tries to get around the end and breaks a few tackles, gets down to about the 6-yard line before Josh Scott finally wraps him up.
And again, Hills bit on the play fake, over pursued, and nobody home on the backside.
And I hate to say it, but it's kind of a weak tackling effort by a few of the Western Hills players there. He probably gained 5 more yards after first contact. Knuckles again. And that'll be coming back most likely, yeah. You cannot tackle a defender.
Now we're getting
a little chippy. It's been a pretty calm night so far. We've had some good displays of sportsmanship, but on that play, somebody didn't really like something. Holding against the Panthers. That'll push them back. Right there. I think Camarion Carter, the guilty party. Still first and goal, but the ball's on the 12. Knuckles thought about throwing it, but again, busts through 3 tacklers to get into the end zone. Xavier Knuckles, is that his 3rd touchdown tonight? I think that's at least 3 for him. And they have made this a 1-score game. They were down 27-0 at one point, and now they trail by only 6. They're going to go for 2 again.
Give Frankfort High credit for just clawing their way back in this.
Oh, yeah. There for a second, I thought Hairston caught the ball and threw it to a Western Hills player, but apparently he never had control over it. The 2-point conversion is unsuccessful, but Frankfort High only trailing by 6. We'll have more football when we return here on the Game of the Week.
David Toll's Auto Pro customers can't go anywhere without him. No matter where life takes you, the David Toll's Auto Pro nationwide warranty is by your side.
Welcome back, folks. Will Coblin, senior, getting ready to kick off here for Frankfort High. Trailing only by 6. Late in the third quarter. Wolverines have not scored this half, and it's going to be a touchback. Wolverines will take over from their 20.
It's been all Frankfort High since probably the last,
I'd say mid second quarter.
5 minutes of the first half on.
Yeah. And Western Hills had their offense clicking along, but boy, it's like disappeared here in the second half.
Well, they've only had one possession.
Well, that's true.
I mean, Frankfort High has probably 8 minutes of clock in this quarter on offense.
Higgins keeps it himself. Goes forward, but only for a couple.
And you cannot get too conservative. I mean, you got to do what you were doing in the first half early. You got to pound the ball with Samuels and then mix in a little bit of Flynn or Graves.
Yeah, we haven't. Flynn, I don't think, has had the ball since the first quarter. And he had a couple of good carries. And off to Samuels. He goes forward for another 4. But they're going to be about 3 yards shy.
If I'm a Coach Vanderpool, I don't know that I run a play this in the quarter.
I think I would agree, and that apparently is what he is going to do. We'll step aside for the quarter break and come back for the last stanza here on the Game of the Week.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on Around 10.
Tune in to Around 10, folks. It's the craziest bunch of local yokels you'll ever see. There's the Western Hills Wolverine Band. We've got 12 minutes to go in this West Side downtown robbery. This is Western Hills season. This is the last game. Uh-oh. Somebody wasn't there, but Higgins is making chicken salad. Gets close to the 40. Gets the first down and then some.
Somebody zigged when they were supposed to zag here.
Yeah. Higgins does a good job in reading his blocks. Gets the first down for the Wolverines. Hands off to Samuels up the middle, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Gets another first down. I'll have to give it to Camarion Carter there for the Panthers. I mean, he got pummeled on that play, but he did make the tackle.
And again, hitting Samuels up high, it's just not going to happen.
They'll give it to him again. Only gets about a couple on this play, but this reminds me, Samuel comes up a little gimpy. This reminds me of that series we had in the first half where they ran the same play with Samuels about 3 times in a row, and then Higgins keeps it himself and I think ran in for a touchdown. Now the question is, with Samuels out of the game, who do you put in there that is as big and powerful a runner as he is? You know, Josh Scott used to play fullback last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him in.
He's your starting right guard.
Yeah, I know. We give it to Graves, and he's off to the races, gets it down inside the 25.
And they're going to give it back here.
At least some of it. Dead ball, personal foul. So they go back 15 yards, but the carry was longer than 15 yards. So yeah, that's, you know, that wasn't much of a personal foul, but still you can't do that. That's Travis Reason with the push there after the play, and Higgins keeps it himself, gets it close to the 25-yard again.
Like you said earlier, he does a good job following his blocks around that right end.
Aiden Monroe on the tackle for Frankfort High. I haven't called his name a lot. He is their leading tackler. Hand off to Graves up the middle. Pickup of about a yard. Graves is a good player, but just not quite the bruising back that Jaden Samuels is.
No, and the way Samuels is coming off, I'm not sure if he's going to be back tonight.
Higgins gets down to the 19 before he fumbles it out of bounds.
3rd and 3.
If they don't get it, do you think they'll kick it?
No. You don't have County's kicker. You don't have Easton Powell. I think that's a little out of Myers' range.
Yeah, be about a 35-yarder. Higgins up the middle. I think he got it.
If he got to the 25, it's a first down.
They spot it right there.
And Samuels is back in. Trying to work out that right ankle.
That was a big play right there, getting that first down.
Now you're going to be able to eat a little bit more clock here.
And if you can get in the end zone and get a 2-point conversion, there's Samuels there, gets it down to the 8, maybe the 7. It's just a little gimpy, but not too bad.
Get JT and them down here to the right out of here. We don't want to kill
Gonna bring up 2nd and 3.
Get them from over there.
Higgins powers 4.
Gonna be close to another first down.
I think he got it. He had to get to the 5, I believe. Get there at the line of scrimmage just about, but he just bulls his way forward.
First and goal. Timeout, Frankfort.
We will step aside. Also, you're watching the Game of the Week here on Cable 10.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
That reminds me, folks, following this game, we'll have the Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher play of the game. We've got several to pick from, Chris.
Yeah, on both sides. I mean, it's...
Yeah. And Jaden Samuels gets in. It's Hills up by 12. They are going to go for two, as you can see. Coach Vanderpool giving the signal. Samuels read his block well. Saw where he had to push it outside, and he does. And barrels through the tackle for another Wolverine touchdown. It's already a two-score game, but every point counts. They pitch it to Flynn. Boy, we haven't called Cameron Flynn's name in a while, but he converts the two-point conversion, and the Wolverines are now up by 14 over the Frankfort High Panthers. 6 minutes to go in the game here on senior night on the Game of the Week.
Classic Goldmaster Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Goldmaster Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Frankfort High has clawed themselves back into this game, but once again they find themselves down by 2 scores. Now, they have gone for 2 every time they have scored, and if they are successful in scoring twice and getting 2 two-point conversions, they will win this game. But they've got to score. This kick is out of bounds. That is a penalty, and Coach Davis of Frankfort High will have the option of making the Wolverines kick it over or taking the ball to 35. Yeah. Six minutes even. As we said, Western Hills, this is their playoff game. They cannot go any further after tonight, and they want to end the season with a win that would unofficially make them 5-5 and be the first non-losing season since 2018. And that play goes nowhere. Big tackle by Kalen Higgins.
Yeah, he slammed Smith. Looked like a WWE move there.
And Smith probably goes back to the huddle and tells Knuckles, "Don't do that to me again." Okay. Here's another look.
Here's a belly to back suplex.
Josh Scott in on the tackle as well for Western Hills. Knuckles keeps it himself, trying to get outside, but doesn't work. Scherzinger in on the tackle, also Javion Campbell.
Yeah, and Campbell did a good job. He got a quick jump here. Kind of over pursues, comes back, closes in the gap.
Come basketball season, we'll see a lot of Javion Campbell. He is one of the stars of the Wolverine basketball team, and almost always has a big smile on his face. Knuckles puts it up in the air. Got a receiver wide open. Where was the safety? Oh my goodness. Camarion Carter with the catch. And Frankfort High scores quickly, which they needed to do to stay in this game. Excellent pass by Knuckles. And you can see the Western Hills defense all sucked in.
And that's what, when you run the ball all night and you run a play action RPO.
Well, they're going to kick it this time. Coblin. Highly successful with his PA point after attempts on the season. Successful again, makes it a 7-point game. Here's another look at the TD. 4:16 left to go in the game. We'll come back right after this on the Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Welcome back, folks. What we thought was going to be a blowout, a 27-0 lead for Western Hills in the first half, has become a 42-35 lead. The Wolverines still on top, but only by one score. Frankfort High set to kick off. Onside, perhaps? No. A little pooch kick. And the Wolverines fall on it.
Josh Scott,
one of the 4 seniors, playing his last game as a high school football player. Hopes to get into the Naval Academy and play football for them next season.
possibly.
That would make me a Navy fan.
Well, I'm an Army fan because we've got Ledford from Franklin County playing for Army.
Oh, you know, I didn't know that, I don't think. Wow. Okay, well, I'm an Army fan too and a Navy fan. If Josh Scott makes it. Higgins keeps it himself. Pickup of 6. And more importantly, the clock runs. Frankfort High only has 1 timeout. Western Hills, I'm sure, will keep it on the ground.
Yeah, because now the clock is your friend.
Yes. And if you can get a couple of first downs, you might be able to put this one on ice. And off to Samuels. He's going to get the first down. Gets out near the 50 before he's tackled by Hairston and Carter for Frankfort High. That'll stop the clock momentarily while they reset the down markers. And they start it up again.
And I don't think you run any of those pitches or anything. It's just a straight handoff.
Yeah, you don't want to risk fumbling the ball here. Of course, that could happen on a handoff too, but it's more likely to happen on a pitch. Low snap. Give the ball to Graves. He's going to get 2.
And you're fine with that.
Yes.
You know, 2-yard gain, you're going to kill 30 more seconds of clock before the next snap is taken.
And I believe Coach Davis has just called his final timeout. And we will take our final timeout of the game and come back again to wrap this thing up here on the Game of the Week.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one that helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Good one.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
The Panthers need a stop. The next 3 downs, and even then they won't have much time if they get the ball back. If they're able to stop Western Hills, they'll still have less than a minute when they get the ball back. High snap. Higgins.
Late flag.
Holding. That's going to bring it back. And it stops the clock. 2 things the Wolverines did not want. They started the clock momentarily. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they're going to reset the clock or it burned about 3 seconds there, which down the stretch could be crucial for Frankfort High. Another high snap, and Graves has it, and he is taken down quickly. This will bring up 3rd and long. Yes, I'm not sure. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? No, he lost. Well, he may have gotten back. The clock continues to run. 3rd and 14. The Wolverines will wait to the very last second to snap this ball.
I think they're going to wait till the very last second and call timeout.
You are correct, you old football coach, you. We'll just keep it here, Chris. We got 2 plays. Western Hills could get a first down here, but I'm thinking that's unlikely. I mean, it's possible. We've seen Higgins and Samuels carry it for more than 14 yards. I don't think the Wolverines will pass it.
No, they won't put it in the air.
But if they don't get it, will they punt it? I think so too.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on how long the play takes.
Yeah. And resetting the ball, you've got, once the ball resets, you've got 30 seconds, right?
That is correct.
So if they punt it away, Frankfort High is going to have it with less than 10 seconds to go.
Maybe, but then you take a chance on Frankfort High returning it all the way.
That's true, you do. And they have some athletes that could do that.
I think
They hand it off to Samuels, and he gets nowhere. In fact, loses more yardage. Big stop.
I don't like that play call. I would have had Higgins run out of the shotgun or the pistol.
Ty Harrod and Quentin Ragland in on the tackle for Frankfort High. Did we have a timeout called? Oh, we got a player down. That's Hairston hobbling off the field. Now, when he gets off, are they going to start the clock, or are they going to wait until the clock is going to start on the snap? Watch the top. Watch the top right, folks. Watch the top right. And well, I'll let you make of that what you will. Coach Davis and head ref Raymond Lightfoot are having a little discussion. We've seen this before this year.
And Lightfoot told him to run the clock.
There you go. There you go. And Western Hills may not need to snap this ball. I don't think they will.
That's game.
Well, you know, I'm sorry for Frankfort High, but I congratulate the referee there for making the correct decision. Because that sort of stuff is not going to stop until someone gets called on. You know what I mean? So that's off to Raymond Lightfoot. And congratulations to both teams. I mean, Frankfort High battled real hard to get back in this game. They played a good game, and there was a lot of sportsmanship. Could have gotten chippy, but it didn't. And Western Hills ends their season on a high note, and Frankfort High, you know, they lost the game, but they've really shown a lot tonight about how they are never really out of it. And I think they'll be ready to play Harrison County, not Harrison County, Nicholas County next week. All right, folks, stay with us. We're going to come back with the Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher Real Estate Play of the Game when we return here on the Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week, Play of the Game, is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what they do and families are why they do it.
It's all over if they hit this field goal.
Buying or selling a home can be as exciting as winning the big game on a last-second field goal. Or it can be just as devastating if the kick doesn't go in.
And the kick goes up, and it's no good. Home team loses.
That's why in real estate it always helps to be on a winning team. Choose Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
All right, folks, it's now time for the Tim and Rebecca Hubbard Realtors with Exit Realty Crutcher Play of the Game. And it's a big one right here. Western Hills had just scored, and they caught Frankfort High off guard with an onside kick. They went on to score again and go up 14-0, which really...
And I told you that I had a feeling then that those two scores before Frankfort High's offense ever got on the field was going to be a tough hole to dig out of, and we saw. I mean, they tried. It was a valiant effort. They played really well. From really about halfway through the first half on, they won this game.
Yeah.
But
they just got in a big hole. They
got in a big hole.
And get out of.
So, but, Western Hills, congratulations on technically going 500 on the season. And
Coach Vanderpool's got something to build on, and I think he's got this program headed in the right direction. And that's good to see.
Yeah. And good luck to Frankfort High next week against Nicholas County.
Yes, we hope the Panthers can pull it off and advance in the playoffs. We'll be at Franklin County next week, round 1 of the playoffs. We'll see you then, folks.
Hard to believe that it's already.
I know, this football season has gone by so quick. We hope you'll join us next week right here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.